happy Sunday. I cannot believe that we are in November already. OMG. When I say this year has been flying by, it has been flying by. Oh my God, it is already November 3rd. And then we're going to be going into Thanksgiving and then Christmas for those who celebrate it. Like, I can't even deal. Like,
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for
okay. I'm like, I can't even. Yeah. Woo, ciao. So, how your week been so far?
It's been pretty good. Yeah, what I've been up to, some rehearsals and yeah, yeah, I got some shows and stuff coming up.
Oh, yeah?
Definitely. But we'll talk more about that later.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm part of No Longer Bound production.
Okay.
And so, it's all about, Juneteenth 365.
Juneteenth 365. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, so I have a little announcement. I just found out yesterday that I have been nominated for Video of the Year for Meet and I Award for one of my videos. So I'm excited because I didn't think that I would be in the running for any of the other categories. So yeah, that was pretty exciting to hear. Yeah, so for my Six Flags Fun Day in the Park.
Oh, okay, I was just about to ask, if we was gonna have to wait and be surprised. What video?
That was the video. I did put a lot of time and effort into that video. A lot of editing and stuff. So it was fun. It was a fun video. So so it is up for a nomination. So I'm excited. Yes. Yeah. But yeah, we got a lot of interesting things coming up. Yeah. So I am wondering if our time change is really messing people up today.
I'm sure it is.
Because I know.
People gonna be screwed up for weeks trying to just you know what I'm saying, trying to straighten that back out.
I was like, oh my God. When I say, hi, welcome in, Jaden. Welcome in. Thanks for coming. When I say, like, I totally did not have a clue that it was put your time back today because I thought that they were not doing that this year. Like, I thought last year was going to be the last year that we were going to be setting our clocks back because a lot of states had actually stopped doing that.
Really?
Have actually stopped doing that.
I only knew about Arizona.
I know. Okay, Arizona kind of stayed, but they were saying a few states were adopting the not changing your clock, the no time change. So it was like, it is what it is. So I went into this year thinking like, okay, well, it is what it is this year. So nobody's going to be changing time, but I am excited. I'm glad because I really needed this extra hour today. Because when I say time was getting away from me, time was literally getting away from me. Yes, but I appreciate those for joining in. Yeah, we are. I know this week is is gonna literally fly by. Literally fly by. Yes. Whew, so as always, we have a different topic to discuss on Sundays. Now, this topic had me a little tickled because we're going to talk about things you should avoid. Okay. And that could be a little touchy in a lot of situations, especially when it's like something that you can't break or habit you can't break or something that you thoroughly enjoy or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be more than
it makes it so difficult. I know for me, I was like, oh my God.
I'm so curious to hear of what you have.
I know. I was like, oh my God, I can't, right? So anywho, so they said there are many things that you should avoid, including unhealthy foods, including habits, like home hazards. It's like different things that you should be avoiding. But it's like my big question is like, do we really care? Like we should avoid it and stuff like that. Because I know, like, when you start talking about things that you shouldn't do or things you should avoid, like, a lot of people are not receptive to that. It's like, okay, I like what I like. I want what I want. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Like we all gonna go leave this earth at some point, you know. So you might as well go out enjoying what you want,
right?
You know.
Yeah. So I guess like even I try to think more of like just the things that you could probably include.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of, so much of like what we need to avoid. Because when you're thinking like that, it's like you're already gonna, it'd be just be like, but why? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. But why? Because I want, it's like I'm desiring. But if you start including, yeah, just like you said, when it's talking about different foods and things and stuff, you know what I mean? It's like instead of just cutting stuff off, just add in some of the healthy stuff that is gonna be beneficial.
Okay, so with that being said,
let's get into it.
We're gonna dive into some of the unhealthy foods they say you should avoid. So, of course, you should avoid foods that are high in salt. Okay, I agree with that.
Why?
Yeah, because they mess with your pressure, your blood pressure, and things like that, and that's like the number one killer.
Wow, yeah. Right. I've seen people with like swollen legs and ankles and stuff like that. And they'd be like, even sometimes they be having a hard time even explaining what's going on or what the doctor says to them about it. Because they'd be like, oh, it's water retention or from the salt and stuff. Or, just this combination with the water, the salt, the swelling and stuff. Yeah.
Yes. They say things in saturated fats, you should avoid it. Anything that has added sugars in it. Some examples include processed meats, like lunch meats, hot dogs, and sausage. Hi, Jill. Thanks for coming in.
So you said processed meats.
Processed meats, like lunch meats, hot dogs, and sausage. So let's get into that part.
They about to be in your comments.
They're about to be in my comments, right? So that one hit me a little hard for that one, because they were saying like processed meat is considered meat that has been modified in order to improve its taste or extend its shelf life.
Yeah, they do a lot of stuff to the stuff.
All process, but I don't want to think of it that way. Oh my God, like that one hit. I was like, so they really do it to like to help with the taste and the shelf life.
But that's why I said ignorance is bliss. Because when we don't know these things, then it's like we're able to just go ahead and like rock out. You know what I mean? You don't know it, you don't think about it.
But
once it's like
right,
you know what I'm saying? And you see it,
yes,
and understand, and like have the knowledge.
Oh my God, I was like, ooh, that hit me a little different. Yeah, because they were saying like examples is like of lunch meats like bacon and sausage, and I ain't gonna hold you, like I haven't done it a lot lately because I've been more mindful of my intake, like making better choices with things. But every now and then I can appreciate a good piece of turkey bacon. Like I don't like that like rubbery stuff. Like it's certain brands that don't do it for me. Do not do it for me. But I like the uncured turkey that feels like real turkey meat or whatever. But they say anything like that, like sausage,
like when it's being
hot dogs and stuff like that. I was like, ooh, yeah, because
what did they say about him? Avoid it because of what now?
Because they it's like a hard rule that a lot of them are actually have like high fructose syrup and stuff.
I know that those are. I know that those processed meats. They say there are like carcinogens in there that cause cancer. So that was like the biggest thing for me with processed meat. That I chose to, and my reasons for avoiding it, because I do avoid this stuff.
Okay.
I actually do.
Okay. Yeah, because like I was like, for me, it was the turkey bacon. I was like, oh Jesus. I was like, will I actually be willing to give up turkey bacon?
But you gotta just try the vegan bacon.
The vegan bacon. So what is the vegan bacon though? Explain that one.
Plant-based.
Plant-based.
You know what I mean? Okay. But honestly, it's those things are processed too.
They're processed too.
Yeah. It goes through a process, but at least it's it's considered healthier. Healthier.
So what is exactly made of? Because you said plant-based. So is it not
made of like soy?
Like soy.
Soy
okay.
protein.
Okay.
What's that? That's the only one I can think of. carrot is they're doing this like with carrots actually too.
Really?
Like carrot be like you know like a piece of bacon.
Really? So would they just put the flavor and stuff in it?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. Yeah. So that for me that's no different from like getting a piece of beef. Like they improve the taste and stuff. You know, so it can taste like it.
But at least it's not from an animal.
But it's not from an animal. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because they said like processed meats, like or deli meats are big processed meats. Yeah. Deli meats. Like every now and then you could probably find like a nice like genuine ham that like you just slice the ham and you know that it's like real meat. It's not like processed or whatever. But yeah, whew, man. Yes, like salami and ham and roast beef. Yeah. Are like processed meats that people typically get, but are not good for you to get. When I said
that was actually like when I was first making my transition, that was a hurt piece for me.
That was a hurt piece for you?
Because I was still trying to do, maybe like the turkey sandwiches or, you know what I mean? You know, like thinking that I was doing something healthy.
Something healthy, okay.
And it was like, no, it's like, the processed meat.
Yeah, that one just like, I'm like, oh yeah. I was like, I'm processing it, but I'm like, man, like
it hurt a little bit.
It hurt a little bit. That one hurt a little bit. It did. Yeah. Okay, and they said you should avoid canned soups and other canned foods because they are like high in sodiums and have so much added into them.
Oh, wow. I thought it was gonna say because of the aluminum.
Yes, child.
Like that part. Okay,
they have a lot of additives in them.
Okay.
Because again, we're talking about like shelf life and things like that. So it's a lot of stuff that's added into these products. So you should not do canned soups and stuff. And that one hit a little different too for me because like who can appreciate a nice can of like Campbell's or something or some heart healthy soup, chicken soup. You know what I mean? Like especially on them times like
a hearty vegetable.
Hey, you're still welcome in. Hey, how's it been? Welcome in. I appreciate you guys for being here. But yeah, like especially when it's cold season, and I know for me, my go-to is to like, all right, let me open up a can of soup, have some crackers with it or something like that, But they said it's not good for you to even have it. I'm like, oh my god. So that means that if you really want to be rambunctious, you gotta like make everything from scratch. Now, I'm not that girl. Yeah. I'm not that girl. Like I know how to stay in my lane. I'm not that girl. But it's the more I read about things you should avoid, it makes you kind of be like, all right, if it's gonna be better for me in the long run, that maybe I should dabble in it a little bit.
But it's like or even if you're not gonna make it something, like get it from a place that's using natural.
Using natural. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? From a place, like that's not using cans.
Not using cans. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm like that. Like when I like when I eat, like when I eat out or something, like say like, places that I know are going to use like the canned candy yams or the canned collard greens or something like. Yeah, no, we're not going there.
Not going there. Fresh, all natural.
I want some, yeah, like I want some real
stuff.
And some real collard greens where they done like, you know what I'm saying, peeled
the back,
chopped it up.
You know what I'm
saying?
I know.
I might not feel like doing that all the time.
I know.
A place where it does.
I know. Oh my god! Like this was a tough.
Like the Now Cafe.
Right.
Shout out to the Now Cafe.
The Now Cafe.
Yes,
okay.
Town.
Okay.
In Walnut Lane.
Okay.
Yeah, you get some good
get some stuff.
Potatoes and collard greens. Yeah, it's actually a vegan restaurant.
Yeah, I know. I've been there. I've been there with you in the past. Yes. I've been there in the past. Yes. Whew, okay, so let's move on. Yeah. So, fast food, guys. Fast food. This I'm truly not surprised about. I'm truly not surprised about because that stuff is not good for you. Let's see what they say about fast food and some categories of fast food. So, a fast food is a commercial item limited to food sold in a restaurant or store, either frozen, preheated, or pre-cooked ingredients. Woo! They said don't go to fast food restaurants. But who can
I mean, I think
that was tough.
So, all right, so we have the way that we think about avoiding things, right?
Okay.
You know, I mean, avoid doesn't necessarily say don't do it at all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, if you can, you know what I'm saying, you know, make a more beneficial choice.
Right.
I'm like, how can I? Because you know, people, you got phrase things properly. So it's like
properly, so right.
So how can you make it more beneficial?
Make it more okay.
Choice? You know what I mean? Beneficial to your mind, body, soul, spirit, energy. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like, you know what I mean. So, you know, you. So that would mean never.
No, I know. They say you should avoid it. Like, don't do it.
Don't do it on a regular.
Don't do it on a regular. Don't do it on a regular.
Because then you're gonna hurt yourself.
Right, because like French fries and like other deep fried foods are not good. Not good. They said they are like frying food converts good oils into trans fats. So trans fats are not good.
Mika, don't put plantain chips better not be on this list you got here.
Plantain chips. Well, I say yes.
That's what I'm eating right now.
This one is a little different. This one is a little different. So, breakfast cereals.
Oh wow.
Breakfast cereals. You should avoid them. Yeah. They said that they contain preservatives like artificial dyes and high amounts of sugar. Yeah. I know
well, yeah, definitely those kind. I think there's levels to it.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yes, I know it's a lot of cereals that's banned in the United States because of their additives, preservatives that they say is not. I mean, not banned in the United States, banned in other countries. No, banned in other countries. Let me phrase that. Banned in other countries, but not banned in the United States. Mm-hmm. Because the United States don't ban a lot of stuff. But a lot of countries ban like a lot of our cereals and stuff. Like I found out like Fruit Loops was banned. It's banned in other countries. I'm like, like that was like one of my favorite cereals.
But just check that out, right? Like you say, like Fruit Loops is banned
in other states, other countries, not states, but other countries, other countries.
But America be
like, here you go.
The schools they be. I don't know. But no, they just, you know what I mean? It's just all available, right?
Right, you know? Yeah. When I saw it, I was like, oh my God. Yep, Fruity Pebbles, stuff like that.
Because of the dyes.
Yep,
right?
Because they said they got artificial dyes and high amounts of sugars. They contain preservatives. So they said breakfast cereals, you should not be eating
like
them.
Fruity Pebbles.
You should not be eating them.
Up some Fruity Pebbles.
I was like, this hurt a little bit. I'm like, what? I'm like, because I can appreciate a good bowl of cereal every now and then.
Little Captain Crunch.
Okay. I was like, oh Lord. They said that you should avoid cooking fats like butter, lard, and ghee.
Like cooking them,
like the fats, like you know how you might want to fry something with butter and lard and stuff like that. Like I should have heard the term lard in a long time. That was something we grew up on, like the lard and stuff. Yeah. But they said you should avoid cooking your foods in
lard.
And lard. Yes.
Lard is pig fat.
It is.
I remember when I found that out, and I was like,
I know. Yeah, definitely all my life. Definitely not good.
Yeah,
definitely not good for you. Yes. And they said that you should not do a full fat dairy product like ice cream.
Well, I think if you are, because I just had some recently, but it was almond milk ice cream. Or like the cashew milk ice cream. That can be horrible, but it might be on the list too. I don't really know. I just figure, you know what I mean? It's like at least it's not, you know, it's not the animal fat and stuff and things like that from the animals.
Yeah. So ice cream, milk, and cheese.
So like dairy,
like anything that's full fat dairy. So I could kind of like understand that part because I know me personally, I can't do like cow's milk at all. Right. Like growing up, like I could drink like a whole gallon of it.
I remember.
But it's like my body literally started changing. Like when I started having kids, And it's weird. Like they say, like having children can really like change a lot in your body. Right. I was like, my eyes started getting bad. I had 20/20 vision and stuff. I was like, ooh, now I'm doing one of these numbers. Milk, I could drink a whole gallon of milk. And now it's like I can't tolerate any cow's milk, period. So like my go-to now is like doing like almond milk. Like I do appreciate some good almond milk. But but anything full fat.
You ever tried like oat milk?
Oat milk. I have tried oat milk.
Okay. I like cashew milk.
Cashew milk. That's something I have not tried, but I'm open to trying it. Yeah, but they say anything full fat. So like ice cream. Like I have weaned myself off of like regular ice cream. Like I might do like the low fat or the sugar free or the non-dairy dessert ice cream. So I have like, kind of dibbling and dabbling in that, So okay, I could see that.
The next time I pick myself up some like the vegan ice cream, I'm gonna get you one.
Give me some. Okay.
So you can try it.
Okay. And they said like cheese. Okay. I'm not a big cheese person.
You know I got something to say about that.
Yeah, I know. I'm not a big cheese person. However, I know you are. So how you feel about that one?
And that was like one of the things that hurt me, many years ago. Cheese, like regular, like cow cheese, gives me a lot of congestion.
Okay, cow cheese. Okay.
I just avoid it altogether.
Okay.
For the most part, but. However, just like I say, every now and then I might have a slice of pizza. You say like I'm out somewhere, I'm at an event or something. Yes. There's pizza.
Yes.
It might be like, okay, just for today.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
But I do I don't purchase it or anything like that. You know what I mean? For myself. I get the vegan cheese, which is now sold at Aldi. Go Aldi with the vegan cheese and ShopRite.
So what is vegan cheese? Is it made of real cheese?
It's made from like almond milk.
Or
cashew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what can you use it on?
I make pizzas with it.
Really?
Yeah, that's what made me think of the pizza because like it's some we get like the little flatbread.
Okay.
And then the tomato sauce.
Okay.
Put it on there. Season that up.
Okay.
Add the vegan cheese. They even have vegan pepperoni.
Vegan pepperoni.
Mm-hmm.
So vegan pepperoni.
Trader Joe's.
When you say vegan pepperoni, is it like made of like a tofu or something like that? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, some kind of soy meat.
Does it taste like it is? Put the flavor in it.
So I have been avoiding the regular, like meat products for a long time.
Yeah.
So
yes.
So some things I was just going without.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it had been a long time since I had like pepperoni pizza.
Mm-hmm.
So when the vegan version came out, and it was like, oh, cool. You know what I mean? I'll try it. I thought it was delicious.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I love it.
Well, so, yeah. Although I'm not a cheese person, I can appreciate a piece of cheese pizza every now and then, right? So, yeah. But like, if I'm gonna use like cheese, like shredded cheese or something like that, like if I'm making like a pasta dish or something, then I will go for like the non-fat or the low-fat or something like that, wherever,
I hear you. And I still be making like the vegan macaroni and cheese and stuff like that.
Okay.
And the children love it.
Yeah.
The children love it.
Yeah, I'm like
the lasagna.
Right.
Yeah, like the last time I made a lasagna, which was it was years ago, but you know what I'm saying?
Same.
The family be like, yo, like, like for real, like this not, like
right, and it tastes the same.
Not, like it still be like really good.
Really good. Yeah. So they say if you use condiments like ketchup, hot sauce, and soy sauce, you shouldn't avoid it because they're like high in like sodiums and additives and stuff like that. Yes. You shouldn't be using like ketchup and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's like
ketchup period.
Ketchup period. Like and hot sauce and soy sauce. Now I can see the soy sauce.
I love hot sauce.
No, see, I can't do nobody hot sauce because me, I don't like hot stuff like that. But every now and then I want some ketchup.
I like some hot sauce on my home sauce.
Child, every now and then I want some ketchup. Okay, so yeah, but yeah, the soy sauce I can see because soy sauce, like they do have like low sodium version stuff like that. So I would probably be real careful, mindful of that. Yeah, soy sauce, like you can't overdo with soy sauce. You definitely cannot overdo with soy sauce because like I know back in the day when I would get like the regular soy sauce, especially if I got some Chinese food and I would like drown it. I'm like, woo, like it feels. It does. It feels different.
The MSG up in there
because the sodium is like so crazy.
Yeah.
So it's so crazy.
So an alternative to soy sauce is liquid aminos.
Liquid aminos.
Bragg's liquid aminos.
Okay.
I get it from Whole Foods. In a produce market, be having it too. Sometimes, but Bragg's liquid aminos.
Okay.
Yep. So if you like, if you like soy sauce, but you want a healthy alternative.
The liquid aminos. Okay. So what does that taste like? Does it taste like something or?
It does. It's like it's good.
Flavor or something.
Yeah. Actually, put some on here.
You did?
I did.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I do like Bragg's products. Like I like to get like the apple cider vinegar and stuff. So I do like Bragg's.
You'll love they and you'll see like you don't have to put that much, either. Okay. But I use it in like my soups and everything.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Like a seasoning sauce.
Okay. So and they were saying that you should avoid the canned fruit. The canned fruit that's in syrup because they have a lot of added sugars. Right. And I could agree with that. Like I used to love to get like the fruit cocktail and stuff like that, like the canned peaches and stuff like that. And that stuff do be heavy in syrup. Do be heavy in syrup.
Yeah, I prefer fresh.
Right. But I have not bought any canned fruit in a while because now I prefer the fresh fruit over the canned fruit. But growing up, like that was my go-to. Open up a can of like fruit cocktail, pour it in a bowl, and get down. Yeah. Get down with it, right? Yeah.
Even like, and then when I do like the little plastic cup ones, I only get the ones that are in juice.
And juice, yeah. Yeah. I do love that they incorporated the fruits with like the natural juices and stuff and not putting all the syrup. So they say you should definitely avoid the ones that has all that syrup. So yeah, but like if you go like to the store and you look through the different types they have, you'll say you like add the syrup stuff and there's some that said natural juices and stuff. So let's avoid the ones with the syrup and stuff. Said not good. Yep. So now we're gonna go into some they said unhealthy habits that you should not be doing. And like I can agree with a couple of them because I don't do it anyway, so I can like totally agree. So I said you should avoid habits like smoking cigarettes. Duh, like that's like a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. Okay, because people dying from smoking cigarettes. So many health issues that you get from smoking cigarettes. I've never personally smoked cigarettes. I don't even like the smell of it. Me either. Okay, I don't like the smell of it. I don't like it around me. Yeah. And I don't like to be that person that to tell somebody to stop and not do it. I'm like, because this is your preference. I mean, but in the long run, you got to think about your health. Okay, because what are you actually doing to your health? And I don't like it around me because the secondhand smoke. Like a lot of times, you be affected by the secondhand smoke. They'll be fine, and yes, you got issues and stuff, right? So yeah, so they said that you should avoid those type of habits. Okay, which I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. Yeah, okay, so.
And I don't try to tell nobody what to do.
Right, exactly. Like you can't really tell nobody what to do.
The quickest way to get me away from you.
That's right. Like, yep. I know how to go exit stage left or exit stage right. You start doing that. It's like, okay, it's time for me to go. I remove myself from the situation. There you go. Because I can't do that. I can't do that. They said consuming excessive amounts of alcohol. They didn't say not consume it. Yeah, right. Consume excessive amounts of alcohol. Excessive. Right. Yeah.
Because it's literally poison in your system. Like, yeah.
Yeah, they say
when them children be, getting like alcohol poisoning.
Yeah. So they says like an alcoholic beverage is a beverage that contains alcohol. So they're typically into 3 classes. Either beers, wines, and spirits. Okay. So their alcohol content is usually between 3 and 50% alcohol.
50 is a lot.
That's a lot of alcohol. That is a lot of alcohol. Lord, let me tell you, child, because I'm not a drinker. You know I'm not a drinker. Like back in the day, I would love to do like a little wine cooler, but I have such a so low tolerance for it that I would be like, woo, right? So I was like, it ain't no point in me eating over one wine cooler, right? And when it had like 2% in it, and I would be like, woo, right? So I literally stopped. Like said, there's no point in me trying to drink anything that have any level in it because my body just can't tolerate it, right? However, as I'm on my grown girl stuff, right? Because I'm a whole grown girl, grown woman, right? Like for me, when I go somewhere, it'd be like, everybody like, oh, I'm going to get me a little cocktail, give me a little drink, right? So I'd be like, like I'm always ordering like that lemon lime water or that virgin of everything, right? Be like, I'm gonna feel like I'm a grown up right now, right? So I'm like, all right, instead of like faking the funk, let me just actually get something that has something actually in it, right? So it never goes well. So the other night, right? Me, right? So me and hubby, we go out for our date night. We try to do a date night like at least every other weekend, right? So I'm like, ooh, look at me. I'm like, I'm feeling myself. He's like, let me I'm gonna get me a beer or whatever. I'm like, okay, because this is what you might typically do. I was like, So I looked at the drink list. I was like, you know what? I've never had this, but I'm gonna try me a margarita. What? Like, so your brother looked at me like, really? Right. I was like, and y'all ordered. I was like, so I'm gonna try the strawberry margarita, but light on the alcohol, right? So dude looked at me like more. Like honey, like they go by a what you call it, like the ingredients, like they pour according to what the ingredients entail. So whatever goes in it goes in it. Like they're not going to hold back on it, right? So I'm like, Lord Jesus, right? So I'm so I'm figuring, I'm like, okay, well, since they say strawberry, okay, I'm expecting fresh strawberries in this thing, right? So they bring it to me. He said, before he brought it to me, he said, do you want small or long? I'm like, oh, give me the small, right? Because I've never had one. And now you tell me y'all can't even hold alcohol. Right. So I'm like, oh, Jesus. I'm getting nervous. So he bring it to me. This joint was like this tall. I was like, this is a small? I'm going to do it all this. I was like, I've never even had one. I'm like, I got to take baby stuff for this thing, right? Lord, when I tell you, I took the first sip. I was like, okay, can't do that. Can't do that. You should have seen me. I'm like, Lord Jesus. I'm like literally sipping, taking little teeny sips, like, because I don't like the taste of alcohol. Yeah, were you able to finish it? Child, let me tell you. So I got it to the point where I got it down to about like this much. And not me pouring my lemon lime water in. Like then I'm like, okay, that's a little better. And then diluting it. Then I'm like, I'm still sipping it, right? But I could feel something shifting in me. I'm like, oh Lord. Start catching up. I'm like, oh Lord, right? So I told Charlie, I'm like, baby, you gotta finish some of this for me, right? But by that time the damage was already done, because I'm like, ooh, wow. And he's cracking up. He's like, baby, you're not built for this life. Like, you got to slow walk it. He said, not you trying to get a margarita. You ain't never had one. Lord Jesus. Wow. But yeah, that was my alcohol story. I said, that's why I got to stay in my lane. I got to stay in my lane. Like, I don't mind them little 1-2%, like the little fruity ones or whatever. I was like, child, but yeah, I got to stay in my lane. But they said that don't consume it excessively. And I agree. Right. I agree. Do not assume it's successful, right? So, using drugs, that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. Like, never even had the desire to. No. For real. Absolutely no. Absolutely no. Yeah. Right. I don't be liking to use drugs for nothing. Right. You know how, like, even when prescribed, I really be afraid of them because, all of the side effects. Of this chemical going into your system, I really be looking for a more natural way. Right. It definitely does a lot to your body, your bloodstream, and everything like that. So they said do not do it. But it's like kind of like a gray area with that too, because like you said, you got recreational, things that are like you definitely no. But you got like prescription drugs that you have to take things for certain conditions and stuff like that, right? So it's like on those catch-22, like, do you not take your medications, or or
that just depends. It's like if you can work on it in a natural way, right? And you can give yourself, because the body is so miraculous. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, so it's like if you can give yourself, like your body that time to, work on the healing process, and you giving it things to support it, and you're avoiding those things that you need to avoid. You know what I'm saying? And you just, eating things and doing stuff to support your immune system. You know what I mean? You get your body be in there like boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Be in there, your body be in there fighting for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Your body will fight for you. Right. When you're feeding it, you know what I'm saying? Like just live, like live foods, live enzymes. Like I said, things that are going to boost the immune system. You're getting your vitamin C in and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? Then, yeah, I had a doctor actually tell me, he was like, like the reason sometimes that they just will prescribe a medicine, that even though it may be something that could be avoided, like even the disease itself, you know what I'm saying? If they just avoided a certain thing, you know what I'm saying? For example, like a person with asthma, but the cheese is causing their asthma. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so it's like instead of them avoiding the cheese, the doctor will just give them an inhaler. Wow. You know what I mean? Wow. Okay. Because, they're like, oh, well, you can't expect this person to actually avoid cheese. Exactly. Hi, Brandy. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you for coming in. Yeah, that's very interesting. It's very interesting. So they still, you know what I'm saying, avoid certain things that triggers a condition. They'll just give you something to treat it. Interesting, right? And they get paid for it, like of course. That is a $1 billion, $1 trillion industry. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. And they said another habit you should avoid is sweetened beverages. So anything with like added sugars, like sugary drinks, like coffee is sugary. They've been working hard with that, like with the sugar stuff too. That's what the sugar tax is about, right? The sugar, right? That's why certain cities have sugar taxes, because they really trying to eliminate a lot of like the sweetened beverages and sugary drinks, because it's not healthy for you. It's definitely not, but it's not good for you, right? They said that's considered stuff like juices and sodas and energy drinks and stuff like that. Even like the fizzy drinks. Yeah. I guess like the stuff that has like the like sodas and stuff like that. Anything like for fizz and things like that. And like having the coffee with the sugars and stuff, they said this is not good for you. Like you should not be consuming it. I'm like, it's like the second time we done talked about sugar. Right. It's like good to avoid sugar. It is good to avoid it. But it's like, it's one of those gray areas. Like, how can you stop something that you have been accustomed to doing? Right. You know what I mean? It's like, they're like, it's not good for you. Avoid it. All these different things, side effects and stuff like that. But like, can you actually stop it? You become accustomed to it. Like it's breaking habits. They said that is a habit. That is a habit. It's an unhealthy habit. It's definitely an unhealthy habit. But it's like those habits have us, sometimes like on the on the hamster wheel. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So where it's like, it's like you might know that it's a bad thing, but you can't. It's really hard to stop it. Exactly. So it's like you just continue. But so it's like that getting off. You know what I mean? Getting off, what they call it, like getting off the wagon. Getting off the wagon. Getting off the wagon. You gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. Yeah. Oh, that's a tough one, though. That's a tough one. Like, like a lot of people appreciate their cup of coffee in the morning. Like for me, I'm a tea girl. I can appreciate some tea. Me or whatever. Too. Yeah. So. Well, you know what? It's like those alternatives. We've heard about the mushroom coffee. And as far as mushroom coffee, wow, yeah, wow, it's a couple of different ones out there. You can check them ones out. Okay. Okay. And what else I'm thinking about? I know a tea that gives energy, like green tea. Energy. Yeah, it does give energy. Herbamate. It's the Herbamate. It's like another good one too. Oh, okay. Okay. But yeah, just. I think sometimes it don't even be like the caffeine, it'd be like the taste too. The taste, right? The taste, the creaminess, the soothing. Yes. You know what I mean? This coffee be having me like.
I'm not a coffee person. I am not a coffee person. I cannot do coffee. And I think a lot of it got from back in the day when like it was in the household, it was made iced coffee was like a thing. And oh my God. Remember? As a child, like iced coffee was like a real thing. It was like, oh my God. It was like press pipe would maybe be like, no more coffee. Because I never liked it, but it was always like iced coffee. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God. Oh my God. He said my sister used the mushroom. She said, oh, okay. So also your sister used mushroom, the mushroom ingredient for coffee. Okay. Okay, mushroom coffee. All right. So does it have? I wonder if does it have like a specific taste or something? Mushroom coffee. I remember. I think I tried it. You did try it? Okay. But because we added stuff like cinnamon and what I mean. Like we was hooking it up. Some cinnamon, honey. Oh, okay. So Pandy says that mushroom coffee is good for digestion. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah. I'm not a coffee person, but for those that drink coffee, that's a better alternative to a lot of stuff out here. Okay. That's very, very. Let's try it and let us know. Let us know. Yes, try it and let us know, right? Yeah. It's another unhealthy habit is having a poor diet. I was guilty. I was guilty of having a poor diet, but I have grown. I have gotten better because at one point, when I always talk about this of how I was obsessing, with doing all these fads, with these cleanses and things like that, going to the gym, like doing a lot to my body, like so fast, okay. And then once I would get done, like these like cleanses and stuff like that, eating all this rabbit food. I was like, okay, give me all the sweets, give me the carbs, give me everything, And then it was like I created another poor diet and unhealthy habits and stuff. So it took me till recently, back in the summer, like when the doctor, was saying like, a lot of like me getting like my headaches and having issues with my knees and stuff like that, slow down on a lot of little stuff, so. I was like, you know what? I took that into consideration, and like I'm on a better path, but I'm doing it in a safer way. Like I'm not doing these things that's fast and stuff like that. Like crashing, like obsessing. I'm doing it moderately, and I'm just like slowly cutting things out. Like I've cut like a lot of like sugar stuff out. I don't do a lot of sweets. I incorporate a lot more fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. And I actually feel better. Like I concentrate on getting like my steps in and stuff. I do feel much better. My knees don't be bothering me like that. Yeah. And I think the thing, like with those diets, they be temporary. Yeah. They do. They do. They do. For a little while. Yes. But so it'd be like, but when you just start to create a healthier lifestyle. Yes, a lifestyle. Just yes. Like say, yes. For the longevity. Yes. 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 Yep. Yeah. I feel better. I feel like I've created like a healthier lifestyle. So now, like I'm like it, which is weird for me. It's like I get deterred from like sweet stuff. It's like it's not mind you. Now I done went to a wedding last weekend. What the weekend before that, and they had the cake and the cupcakes and all that stuff like and all the sweets. And I'm like, nope, I didn't even have a desire for it. Now, me and I always appreciate a good piece of cake, cupcake and stuff like that. But it's like now when I see sweets, it be like, no, like I don't have a desire for it. It's just crazy to me. How can you right, exactly. Like it's crazy to me. Well, but also I wonder too if you like, with some of your healthier habits, you might be getting more nutrients and stuff too. Because sometimes when you're going after certain things, it be because of like a lack of, and so it's like you're trying to get those nutrients in, but some foods be like just empty. Hi, thank you for coming in, everybody. Appreciate some foods do be like empty calories and empty nutrients and stuff, and so you're just taking in these foods. But when you eating healthy foods and you get the nutrients, then you don't cut down on some of the other cravings. Because I used to crave, I would usually crave sugar. Like I had to have the sweets, and my favorite, like don't judge me. I had to have my gummy worms, the Sour Patch, like everything. Like I had to go. That was my way of getting through the day, especially in the classroom. Like I feel myself like trashy. I'm like, oh, I need some sugar. Like I was literally like that. Now, look, I have like all these bags of like Star Mix, gummy worms, all that stuff, and it's just sitting in my office, right? And I'm like, man, I remember when. Wow. And it's like, I look at it, I was like, I don't have a desire for it, and I am really afraid to be like, just let me just taste a little bit, because I feel like that one little piece might trickle there, and then I'll be craving it again.
You know what my thing used to be?
What?
Snickers.
Child, listen. But I still have my guilty pleasures. Like I can't pass up like a peanut chew or a Twix or something.
I be getting a dark chocolate peanut chews.
Child, listen, and you know what, Halloween just passed it, and the child, one of the teachers at the school shared this big old bag with all this candy stuff in it. Like the kids, like she'd make them pay taxes, right? So they gotta bring her a piece of candy every Halloween. So she had like the Twix and the peanut chew. I was like, you know what? I haven't had anything sweet in a long time. I was like, this is my guilty pleasure. Yeah. Like Lord Jesus. But I was like, I gotta have it. I said, good thing it's only the little bite size. Right. Good God. Woo. I said, I couldn't resist that, child. I could not resist. But they said, like, avoid sugar substitutes like artificial sweeteners. Now, you know, they got a lot of artificial sweeteners out here. Everywhere. Yes. Woo. A lot. Yeah, so I fell into that for a little bit.
So what's an example of some of those? That's like the saccharose.
Yes, like the zero sugars, like the sweetened lows and all that stuff. Yeah. That's artificial. The sugar substitute. They said that is not good for you, and it should be avoided. Wow. Should be avoided. Yes. Anything artificial, any sweetness is artificial. So.
Yeah. And when you think about that, it's like, why would you want to consume artificial?
But they got a lot of them out here, like this, like sugar substitutes, but really are not good for you because they gotta make it up somewhere to give you the sweetness. Science made. Yes, yes. Another unhealthy habit: lack of physical activity.
Avoid being a couch potato.
I can use that way. Like I do feel better because I do a little more walking and stuff than I did, and I'm not just sitting around and stuff like that. But they said that not having enough physical activity is actually not good for you.
Well,
it's not good for you.
Because movement is like
movement is good. It's good.
Right?
You know, a lot. This is when a lot of your health conditions come in.
Atrophy. You know what I'm saying? You know, like because what they say, like things in motion stay in motion. But, like, things not in motion. You know what I mean? Like you just sit around and like, wow, it's like it's a lot of muscles.
Not really using.
You only go like this.
Listen, and that brings me back to, because I have this osteo in my knees, and it's a degenerative bone disease, right? So like your bones are slowly deteriorating, right? Wow, yeah. So moving around and being active slows down the degeneration for me. Yeah. So that's why I try to be like really active in a lot of ways and stuff, because I think about grandma, bless her heart, miss her all the time. Yeah. But I inherited it because she had the osteoarthritis in her knee, and once she retired, it was like she wasn't mobile. Like she was of age, she retired. She liked to sit, watch her stories. Do what grandmoms do. But it wasn't good. For her
Grandma Wally, and Grandma Thelma, the same thing happened with her. She sat. She sat and watched TV a lot, and it's like she got more and more slumped over, and she couldn't even lift her head.
Yeah, because you're not moving your body. The muscles is kind of like stuck. And like, especially with osteo in your knees, like if you're not moving and keep them limbs moving, keep them moving, they'll just sit there and just rot, deteriorate. So then it got to the point where it got bad. Like
move every day.
Get that movement. Like some kind of physical activity.
Right. Jumping jacks.
It ain't even gotta be a lot. Just something to get the muscles moving, get that body moving and stuff like that. Yep. And I said that's a bad habit if you don't, get any type of physical activity. Which I can see that. And they say, another bad habit is they said that you should avoid skipping meals.
I'm guilty.
Skipping meals. Me too.
But I be eating a lot though.
Me
like
too.
throughout the course of the day, I snack a lot. But sometimes I skip breakfast.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty. They say you should not skip meals. It's not good. Your body should actually get 3 meals a day, and you should be snacking in between because that keeps your metabolism going and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, ooh, I've been so guilty of like skipping meals.
Yeah.
And they actually say that breakfast is like the most important part that you should. But I'm not a big breakfast person. Like if I eat breakfast, then it has to be like late, like like brunch time, like 11 or something like that. Like I can't get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and be like, ooh, let me get this big old hearty breakfast. Like I'm not even like really hungry for anything until about 10ish.
But you know
10
what?
o'clock.
But now let's explore like those different levels of breakfast. You know what I mean? Like breakfast could be a piece of fruit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Or yeah, you know what I mean? I think, so maybe I think stuff like that like makes it easier, for me because I do be snacking on stuff like that. I like to eat cucumbers or something like that in the morning.
Okay.
I don't like to start with something heavy.
Something heavy.
You know what I mean? Because it's breaking that fast. And so it's like, just that warming my body up, you know what I mean? And to like, and getting my digestive system ready to have some food. So it's like, so having some water, some tea, they talk about the lemon water.
Yeah.
Because it's like that first thing that you put in your system after waking up. Yeah, it
matters. Yes, it definitely does. That's why I can't do that. Like I will always start with like a drink or something like some tea or something, just to like slowly wean my be into like consuming something or whatever. Like I can't start with anything like healthy, like real heavy or anything, right? Like I always like heavy sweet. Right, healthy and sweet, right? Highly caught your live here. Hi, Vinegars. Thank you. I appreciate you for coming in. I think you appreciate you coming in. Yes, but yeah, like I would take like a thing of fruit or something like that. Like I'll have like some grapes, just something light to build myself up. Especially like in the morning, like my students, like they have lunch like 10:15 in the morning, which is so early. Like, and that's like my prep time. Okay, I was like, I can't do like that heavy lunch. Like I might have like a boiled egg or something like that, and then like when we do snack time at the end of the day, then I might pull out my lunch or something like that. But I can't do it. I can't do it. It's too much. But so like in actuality, I'm not really skipping the meal, but it's like you need something light. You need something light.
It's like just as long as you get it in those three.
Get those three. Okay.
Yeah. But I do be snacking a lot throughout the day, but I'll be eating like nuts or plants and chips or fruit or yeah.
Okay. Yeah, as long as you don't skip something, it said it's not good for you. It's not good to do that. Overeating. Overeating. That could be a problem too. That could be a problem too. Like just sitting there and snacking and eating, sitting there and snacking and eating.
So for all y'all with these couple of holidays that are on the way.
Yes. I'm actually saving my appetite. I'm so guilty. I'm so guilty because holidays, listen, it's like no holds barred today. I can't. Like I cannot deprive myself.
Yeah, once I get done with this, be like, I'm getting some more.
I can't deprive myself. It's like if I do go all year at the holidays, it's like all bets are off. It's like I have to get what I love and appreciate for the holidays. Like this is my favorite time of the year. I cannot like deprive myself. I can't. It's like, well, if I'm saying like all this stuff they want you to avoid and all that, it was like, ooh, that hit a little different for me. Like, ooh, God.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes, but they said don't overeat. It's not good. Okay, I can agree. Like, yeah, because like it's
I only do it 2 times a year.
Right. Exactly. Child, yeah. I guess don't do it on the regular. Don't do it on the regular.
But I think it is like a good thing. It's like when you overeat, I don't know. It's like it feels like it's gluttonous for one thing.
Yeah, because that's when like obesity comes in and things like that. Yeah. And then you put a strain on your heart. All these things are starting to happen. Then like your pressure, because overeating sometimes can rise your pressure. Yeah. Cause diabetes. So like I can see that. Like a lot of health issues can come into factor when you like start overeating and stuff. So I mean, so I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that. Okay, another one. Not getting enough sleep. Not getting enough sleep.
I'll be serious about my rest. Like when I say I be wanting and I don't like broken rest. You know how like I don't like I want to get in. Right. You know, I be really trying to get in 8 hours. Most of the time it does not happen. Like I will wake up at like 4 hours or you know what I mean, but I'll be like if I could get a good 6 hours, you know what I mean, and I'll be like but I don't like to be woken up out of my sleep. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my wake up alarms be so pretty. You know what I'm saying?
That's the pretty alarms.
No.
Not your pretty alarms.
My alarms be pretty. Yes, you know how just like on Come to America, how they waking up to like violins and stuff like that. Like that's really what I'm trying to.
Oh, okay. So if yours said that her breakfast is like a smoothie. Oh, I love smoothies. I love smoothies.
That is the good
my problem is that I don't have time in the morning to do it. I don't have time, but I love a good smoothie. Yeah. If I had time to make a smoothie in the morning, I would make one every morning. So what I have to do, like I keep tea bags at work. And I have like this little electric kettle.
Okay.
And I warm up my tea.
I just thought of something for you though. Like with the smoothies, so that it's all about the prep. So you know how when we say we don't have time, you know what I'm saying? Yes. And I know you already be spending a lot of time prepping.
I do. I prep for the week. My prep game is crazy.
Yes.
Child, that's just one more thing to add to the prep game.
You would have to do that move that to Saturday.
Yes. Prep Saturday.
But I've seen people saying like a sandwich bag or something, right? And they'll put, some bananas in each bag, and they'll 7 of them.
Okay.
Something that they do like once a week.
Okay.
Some bananas in each bag, strawberries in each bag, whatever in each bag. And that's like you're already like prep thing. They even have like the little containers where you can make your smoothie right in that one container.
Okay.
Kind of thing. Okay. So it's ways that we can to kind of make things easier.
Yeah, because I got a lot of stuff. And I totally agree with the fruits and the nuts and stuff like that. Like, I can appreciate some nuts. Like, I do have to keep some nuts on hand. I definitely do. But you know what my other obsession is?
What?
Which is not good. In addition to having like my mixed nuts, that consist of like the walnuts, the pecans, and the almonds. I am obsessed with like having marshmallows. Like if I eat like nuts, I have to have a handful of marshmallows with it. Don't ask me why. Like, is that a crazy obsession? Like, as just talking to me, the marshmallows and the nuts go hand in hand, But yeah, like I could start eating the nuts and then I'm like, ooh, I need some marshmallows. But it's crazy.
I hear you. Yes. So I like the dried apples with like dried apples with cashews.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's like you're giving like this hard and soft. Hard and soft.
That's what it is for me. The hard and the soft. The marshmallows give me a little taste of sweetness. Just a little teeny bitty. But I was like, oh my God. I was like, girl, like you are obsessed. You're obsessed. But I have to keep those nuts on hand. And for me, that's a better snack than like grabbing some chips or grabbing some cookies and stuff like that. So so I totally agree. Yes. Yeah. Said no eating within 3 hours of bedtime. I've kind of like regimented myself to stop eating by 9 o'clock because I normally go to bed probably around 11.
Right.
9 o'clock is probably not ideal, but my end goal is 8 o'clock actually. Yeah. Like not stop eating by 8.
But like I commend you for like having a cutoff time.
Right. I do have a cutoff time.
A lot of us don't have one.
Yes.
And like, cause I go through that sometimes. Like, so I might wake up in the morning. I wake up in the middle of the night. And say if I wake up at like 3 or so.
And
then you know, and I might be really, really hungry. And so, you know, but I will slice some cucumbers. I'll like, and, you know, and so that'll kind of like knock the hunger off though. You know what I mean? But I just do something like that, some cucumbers or some fruit or something. And so that I can, and just try to lay back down. You know what I mean? But, you know, like I go through that.
If I get up, it's like I ain't trying to be nut child. Because I had this rule, especially like after I brush my teeth, it's a wrap. Like it's not, I'm not eating anything before I go to bed. If I gotta brush my teeth, and I'm going to bed, that's a wrap. But they said, but they said that not getting enough sleep is not good for you. Like neglecting your sleep causes body stress. And I could agree, like it does, like your body going through this. If you're not getting an adequate rest and stuff like that, your body goes through all these changes because you typically are supposed to get 8 hours. Right. I can never get 8 hours. Yeah. Because my life just don't work.
About how many you be getting?
If I'm lucky, during the week, because I'm up like 6 in the morning and I'm going to bed like 11, I'm lucky if I get like that good 6 hours. 5 or 6 hours. During the weekend, I try to catch up on my rest. So I'm not that one that be getting up at no 7 or 8 o'clock during the weekend. That don't happen. No, I try to catch. I try to get all my rest, make up for what I missed during the week. But it says definitely causes your body stress if you do not get enough.
Yeah. So but you know what I had started to notice though, like just like with the changes in my diet, it be feeling like if I get like a good solid 4 hours, you know what I'm saying? Wow. I feel like I could be okay. Really? You know what I'm saying? You know, with that, that's why sometimes like if I go to bed at like 11 or something, I will wake up at 3 in the morning. You know what I mean? And so sometimes I be trying to, you know, it's like I'll try not to go to bed too early because it'd be like I will wake up in the middle of the night and then I'll be up and then I'm hungry. Yeah, okay. And you know, but sometimes like I said, you know, it's like if I push it back, you know what I mean, you know, I might, you know, like study some stuff or something and try to let that be in my head before I go to sleep, or I'll play my bass, different things like that and stuff, you know. So
that leads me to something else you should avoid.
Oh Lord. Oh my God.
Yes. They said doing excessive screen time before bed. I agree with excessive screen time. Like I said that it actually does something to your body. It causes like sleep disturbance and everything. You know how sometimes like you might be on your phone, you might lay in the bed because you're not tired and you're sitting and you're scrolling or you're on social media and stuff like that. And so it will actually keep you awake. And so that's actually not good to do. Yeah. It's actually not good to do. It actually disturbs your sleep when you do that. And then you have trouble sleeping or you're waking up throughout the night. They said it's not good to do that. Right. It's not good to do that. Yes. Yeah. So avoid that excessive screen time, especially before bed. So we talked about a lot of stuff that the experts say we should avoid, right? A lot of them is like it's a little tough. A lot of it's a little tough, especially like when you're creatures of habits and stuff like that. You know, but like I agree, like they said, like the oils and stuff, the vegetable oils and things like that, like anything refined and stuff that you shouldn't be using. Like they say even canola oil is not good. Soybean oil is not good. Corn oils are not good. Like all these things are not good. I'm like, jeez, like
I used to olive oil or avocado oil or grapeseed oil. Okay. Are any of those on the list?
Okay. No, they're not on the list. They're not on the list. But like their vegetable oil says it's like one of the top ones that you definitely should not use and stuff like that. So, you know, that's back to like unhealthy things that you shouldn't have and stuff. Woo,
yeah, I was thinking back about that screen time.
That screen time,
you know why? Because a lot of people go to sleep to the television.
They do. Yeah. They do. They do. Yeah, and sometimes you need to fall asleep with the television. Please tell my name. I'm like, yeah, I see my mind is on it though. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Okay, so we just talked about unhealthy like foods, unhealthy habits you should avoid.
Oh, what's next?
Now, what's next? The things that you should avoid. They said, what kind of people should you avoid? What kind of person should you avoid? Woo! So
yes, let's get into
that. What type of person should you avoid? So
people make you be like.
So they said like like certain people can cause you stress, and ignoring your stress level can lead to problems. Like
people that mess with your peace.
People with your peace. Like when somebody's stressing you out, it could have problems sleeping. You can have problems eating. You can have regular fatigue, and a risk of developing serious diseases. Wow. I agree. Like a person can really stress you out to that point that you can have certain health issues. Wow. Disturb your sleep. Like that's like messing with your peace. Messing with your peace, right? Woo! Like yes. No. That's messing with your peace. Okay. Yeah. And they said that
that's so crazy. Like being around somebody
that can really
that's like that yes, can, you know what I mean? Yes. Like you have a headache being around them, or you feeling drained after being around them.
Yeah. Messing with your eating, like you're hard to eat.
Sleep well, you know, lost your appetite.
Got your appetite. Fatigued and tired all the time, and it said it's actually detrimental to your health. Yeah. Oh my God, let somebody stress you out like that.
Yeah, it creates, you hear some of them stomach issues.
Yes. People getting ulcers and stuff, like just constantly being stressed out. They say avoid people like that. That's constantly stressing you out. That causes issues to your cardiovascular system and stuff.
Gotta get away.
Gotta get away. Yes.
Yeah, I gotta find a way to get away.
I agree because I've had people in my life that's literally like stressing me out to no end. Like I have literally had headaches and stuff. Like you said, like it's hard to sleep. Like can't eat because you so wound up, and this person has got you so upset that you lose your appetite and stuff like that. Yeah. This is when your high blood pressure and stuff come in. Child.
Wow, we be going through it.
We be going through it.
Trying to make it work.
Trying to make it work. It's slowly killing you softly.
Even though it hurt.
Yep, killing you softly. Yep. Yeah. They said you start having problems like that from somebody to stress you out. They say avoid it. Wow. Like avoid it, get it out your life because you are doing something to your body, to yourself, and you don't even realize it.
Yeah, killing
yourself softly. And they said so. Overall, they have 3 things that you should avoid altogether. Like they saying, never smoke or drink under peer pressure. Like I've never been that type. Like I'm good with peer pressure. Like I haven't been affected by peer pressure. Like nobody can ever make me smoke. Yeah. And I can never drink under peer pressure. So that I agree with that. They said it's something you should avoid. Like don't do these things under peer pressure. Never stop wearing clothes that you like and people don't like. Hey. That's kind of like loving. Just when you're in, loving what you wear, feel comfortable with what you got on.
Like, yes, I did this on purpose.
I did this on purpose. Like, because some people can, like, give you that, like, I don't like that. Nuh-uh. I said, don't ever stop wearing something because somebody else don't like it. Wear it because you like it and you feel comfortable with it. And you
mind your own body.
Mind your own body. Mind your own body. Yes. So, I agree with that. Because that's me. Like, I know I am of age and like I try not to fall into like the trends, like everybody wearing stuff, because it's trendy or it's in. It's like if I like it, I'm gonna wear it. If not, I'm not gonna wear it, right? But I have my own sense of style, things that I like, that I like, and I'm like, and I really don't be exactly, and I don't stop wearing it because you don't like it or whatever. They said don't ever stop doing that, because somebody don't like it. Don't ever stop. Always be you. Always be you. It says, never hurt your parents. Oh. Wow. Yeah.
See, I know I done got on my dad last week.
He said you should avoid doing that. And I agree, because you only get one, you only get 2 things, whatever. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I go see mommy all the time.
Because it's like one of those things sometimes, I don't think people intentionally try to do that,
It's like,
I don't think you intentionally try to do that. So they say
it's just sometimes like parents don't be the best parents.
Sometimes,
and so yeah, it's like see that be hard. It's like what I mean, but it's like having to still honor and love
your parents. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yup. Yeah. And it said, never save too much, live a little.
Okay. Never
save too much. Some people say like I'm gonna constantly be saving for a rainy day or scared to live because they're like, oh, I gotta save what I save.
You know what? It seems like that seems like the type of energy like where you thinking from a place of lack. You know what I mean? Like when you're trying to hold on because you've been used to not having.
Yes.
And now you're like afraid to spend.
Yeah. Sometimes people, it's like you haven't had, and you're like, well, I gotta hold on tight because I'm scared to lose. Yeah. And that's actually real though.
It is.
That's actually real. A lot of people suffer from that. Like, but it be sad to me when sometimes when I always talk about that, step out the box. Yeah. Step out the box. Like do something that you normally wouldn't do. Like I'm always talking about like different experiences and stuff like that. Places I've gone and things I've done. Cause I'm like, I want to live. I want to live. I want to be able to be this earth saying that I'll live my best life. You know, I didn't let nothing stop me or get in my way. Right. Whatever, like I didn't put limits on myself. Right. You know, I always encourage people like live your life. Live your life. Yes. Right?
Yeah, like that thriving instead of just surviving. Some folks is really out here like just surviving, you know what I mean? Or, you know, it'd be like, oh, I'm barely making it, you know what I mean? You know, kind of thing, stuff, you know, but...
okay. So somebody else who we're reading. So, every live, I always do research when I'm bringing things to you on different topics. Yeah. So, right now I'm reading what the experts say about things you should avoid. Because when I'm bringing information, I want to have something to kind of like back it up and you know, and some references and give our opinion on it, our thoughts on it. This is our discussion forum. You know, sometimes we agree with the experts say, and sometimes we don't. You know, so you know, but I always like to have something to refer to when I'm bringing things to you. So yeah, so I am definitely reading my notes on my research on our topic today. Because every Sunday we do a different topic, and I always do a little background before I bring the discussion to you or the particular topic.
So you can know what you're talking about.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So, but yeah, they were saying about the stress and things like that. So, they said another thing you want to avoid that could like really ruin your life is a high conflict person.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say somebody that's all stressed out and mad.
A high conflict person.
Yeah. Yeah, argumentative, always trying to debate. Everything.
Always trying to debate. Yep. And they said like a lot of times a high conflict person has like a personality disorder.
Oh wow.
Borderline, yes, mood swings. Like they could be narcissistic. Yeah. They could be paranoid. They could be antisocial. They could be histrionic. Like they can lash out to you and like be real risky and like extreme and stuff. You ever heard of you ever talk to a person and you might say something and they get and they just like blurt and just get crazy like, okay, all I did was like ask you or make a comment. But sometimes they say that could be personality disorder. Or you know, sometimes you get those people that you gotta watch what you say and like tread lightly because they ready to snap on you, you know, and stuff like that.
It's best to just stay away from
stay away from them. Stay away from it. But they said definitely avoid people. Like if you're around somebody and you know they're very confrontational and they like to cause a lot of high conflict. That's the people that you definitely want to stay away from because 9 times out of 10 they probably have like a personality disorder. You know, so like I say, like bipolar is like real. You can be talking to somebody and then they switch gears on you. Yeah, like really quick and stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, that was the 5 forthcoming that you should avoid. Yeah. Right. Yeah. But I always find these things interesting. And they said another category of things that you should avoid is bad company. Bad company. Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You know, like people that may be trying to have you, you know, developing bad habits. Yeah, it's just be like toxic energy.
Yes. Yeah. Like watch the company that you keep. You know, because not everybody is your friend. You know, we had a discussion about friends or foes a few weeks ago. So watch the company that you keep. Wow. And you know, we talked about avoiding the unhealthy foods, which is good. I agree with that. Because at the end of the day, who does not want to be healthy? You know, do better with your body and things like that. I agree with that. I said avoid fake friends. Mm-hmm. We talked about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I agree.
Right. So it's like avoiding things that are going to like disturb your mind and your body.
Yes.
And your spirit.
And your spirit. Yes. Very fake friends.
Right.
Yeah. I personally cannot do the fake friends. And I know the type of person I am. Like, I'll try to give you a chance. Like, if I feel like we vibing and we have something in common. But once you show me that, like, I can't really trust you, or like it's like one sided, and it's like these are all things that we have talked about, right? Like friendships or friendships, like, because there's a lot of like one sidedness and stuff like that. It's a lot of fair weather. Like friends, you know, a lot of fakeness, a lot of appearance. People try to befriend you just to see what they can get out of you and things like that and stuff. So they said you should definitely avoid like the fake friends and like know the signs. Like yeah, on one of our in one of our lives, we definitely talked about things to look for to see what type of friendship you have. You know, because there's a difference between a real friendship or a casual friendship, a social friendship. Like, it's different categories and different levels to friendship. You know, and like just look and evaluate where you are with this particular individual and see if is it a real friend or they're a fake friend, you know. So yeah, so these are things that I highly encourage that you should look into. Like, if there's somebody in your life that you hang around or you feel like it's a friend, make sure it's a real friendship, you know. Distinguish the categories of what type of friend they actually are, right? Yeah, so I can agree with that. They said avoid wasting time. Avoid wasting time. Yeah.
Wow. That's a good one.
That's a good way. Like, wasting time. Woo.
Yeah, because time is very valuable. Time is
popping, and I always say time waits for no one. It doesn't. Now, if you're wasting it, like, you can't get that time back. Right. You really cannot get that time back. You know.
Yeah, so it's like you don't want to spend your time wasting time. Like
wasting time.
You know, because then it's like you get older and you think about, I could have done this, I could have been doing that.
Yes. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks for coming in. Yeah. And I'm one. I really don't like my time to be wasted. I don't. Right. I feel like my time is like very valuable. Like, I'm kind of like that with anything though. Like, just simple things like going to the nail salon. Like, if I have an appointment, I could understand like 5 or 10 minutes, maybe 15-minute wait, but don't like take advantage and think I'm going to sit here and wait. That's the whole point of having an appointment. Because I'm like, if I'm sitting here like wasting this time, I could have been doing something else. Like, so I am big on like time, like not wasting it, because sometimes it could be something that I might have shifted for this particular time and that I could have been doing or something like that. So I can agree. They said that's something that you should avoid. Wasting time. I totally agree with that. They said avoid abusive fights. Totally agree. Agree. Abusive fights. Yes. Especially like around children. Especially avoid abusive fights. Yeah, we talked about relationship stuff. Like, it's not fun. It's not pretty. It's not healthy. Not healthy for your mental. You know, it's not healthy for your body and stuff. So if you're in a situation where you're getting into a conflict with somebody and it becomes physical or abusive, and again, it doesn't necessarily have to be even physical. It could be mental and emotional. Abusive, right?
That makes me think about children. I mean, well, you just didn't mention children,
right?
Beating.
Like,
I think that needs to be on here. Avoid beating children. I am not with that. I've never really been, and I can't say that my children ain't never had no beatings. You know what I'm saying? But you know how when they say like avoid, you know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
So like yes, yes, they had a few. But it wasn't like no regular thing. You know what I mean? Sometimes like just that. Cause just like everything that we're saying, like from person to person, but then people turn around and be cussing their children
out,
and the children be not even knee high.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you want to avoid those same toxic, type of behaviors that you don't want for yourself. You don't want to then be putting that on a 3 or 4-year-old, you know what I mean? Putting that on the children.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean, avoiding the fighting, you know,
Avoid
that's
the
like
fighting.
that's like what beating. I just when I be thinking about like just somebody, you know what I mean, like, you know, like hitting on, you know, my child, or even like me, you know what I'm saying, you know, like you don't know who that child is growing up to be.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you like that beating and stuff is so abusive. And I remember having conversations with my children, and you know, because I would be like, all right, now I know you've seen how some of your classmates have been treated. Be like, is that the type of relationship that you want us to have? Well, I'm in here beating you. You know what I'm saying? It was like, well, I'm in here beating you and abusing you and going upside your head every day. Like, is that what you want? Or, you know, we can have a relationship that's based on, you know, respect and honor and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yes. But that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely like real talk. Real talk. Yeah. Like you said, abuse could cover like a different realm. Like it don't necessarily have to be with somebody putting their hands on you. Just verbally abusive, you know, mentally, emotionally abusive. Like I feel like those scars last longer than you know. Yeah, I just used to like work around the schools and stuff like that all the times, and you know what I mean. And I just be like, oh my God, just the way that these parents. The way these parents are with their children and the poor child, I don't know, they wish they could avoid, you know what I'm saying, you know, that certain type of behavior. So I'm like, man, Obasi was like 5 one time when he said to me, I started yelling at him about something, and he's like, he's like, you don't have to yell at me. You can just talk to me. I understand. You know, 5 years old, right? Said knew the wither or to say, you know what? Like, I don't like the yelling. I don't like the yell. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it's like he started helping me get my anger in check. Yeah, that be me. Like I definitely try not to yell. It's like I try to get my point across like in the normal tone like that. And like if I feel like myself getting worked up or I feel like I might need to get elevated in that moment, I would try my best like to talk, and I would say, I am trying my best not to raise my voice. Like literally, like I'll say it out loud. I am trying my best not to raise my voice. I'm like, I just really need you to listen. Like that. Like I like with my in the classroom, like with the students. Like I literally like if I find myself giving multiple reminders. Like if I find myself getting multiple reminders, and like I'm like, okay, I still got this one playing or this one I see this, and I would say, class. I was like, MC really does not want to yell. I am trying my best. At this moment, I really need you to listen. I really need you to listen. I need you to tone it down because I'm really trying my best not to raise my voice. I was like, can you please bring it back? And they'll be like, okay, so if MT does that, like, she about to blow. So I think we going to act like we got some sense up in here. But yeah, because I don't like to yell. I do not want to yell. I'm like, yelling, like, sometimes that could be traumatizing. It can. You know? And I don't want to be that teacher to be yelling and stuff like that. I was like, you know, but I could get very stern, have a stern voice, and get my point across without yelling and screaming. But I would hate to hear, like, down the hall, like, teachers yelling. I'm like, oh Lord. I was like, why can I hear you? Oh wait, my classroom. I'm glad that I had came to a point in my life where I had realized, even like road rage or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I don't know, like just my temper, my anger, and things. You know what I mean? Like just the way that I used to flip out. You know what I mean? And stuff. And like I said, you know, I remember being like that even with my children. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and you know what I mean? But really like breaking out of that and breaking that cycle. You know what I mean? And it was because I had been talked to like that. You know what I mean? At times too. Yeah. And you know, and it's like, you know, just these certain habits and things and ways, things that we learn, and it's multi-generational too. Yes. You know, and it'd be like, oh, you know what I mean, well, you know, or you know, like traditional or something. But yeah, I think we gotta break them cycles. We definitely have to break those cycles because you know, like we was raised with old school parents and grandparents where, you know, they felt like, you know, they go like now I remember having to go pick my own switch off the tree. Yeah, how about that? You know, and get seeing that belt snack, like, woo, child. Right. Yeah. But yeah, but I personally not had to running. Right, and I had to do that. Remember when I was running around that was she was not today. I'm crying. She's like, nope, not today. And she was like, when I get you, when I finally get you. That was hilarious. Hilarious, but then it was like, not today. Not today. You ain't about to speak about the time. I
remember that day so vividly. Oh my God. Lord, yeah, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. Yes, but that's why I can't like put my hands on like my kids. Like I was like, we'll talk. We had discussions. Right. You might lose a privilege, but I'm not like putting my hands on you like that, right? Because I know what that was like growing up.
And you know, it's like what black people be thinking, like, no, black folks, no, you got to beat them. Stuff. And like, no, like let's get away from that.
Get away from that.
Let's
all right.
Get away from that.
All right. So another type of person you should avoid is a selfish person.
Yeah. How about that?
How about that?
Yeah, because you know what? I was just watching this thing, and so you know how they was talking about, like that, like like I wash your back, you wash mine. But like a selfish person, like after you wash their back, and then they walk away. You know what I'm saying? Or it was like these things. The guy the description he was given. Basically, it was like leeches on a person's back or something. It's wow. Where it's like, what I mean? It's like, all right, like, no, like, I need you to help me and you need me to help you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you get all the stuff off of their back, but then if they don't reciprocate, they don't help you and they leave you, they just leave you. So it seemed like that's type of like something that a selfish person would do.
Yeah. They said a selfish person, like people who are too self-centered, or often disregard or dismiss other people's problems and needs. Very self-centered.
Yeah.
That's real talk. A lot of people get so self-absorbed and only focus on about what's going on with them. Like, and a lot of times they won't even see that you're there for them. That you're you got their back. They can call on you. They can depend on you because they're so self-absorbed, like so centered. So everything is about them, and it's like. If the tables are turned, can I call on you? Would you have my back? Like, can I depend on you in situations and stuff like that? Like, there's things that make you really think. It says they think that they are the center of all conversations and could never, emphasize or listen to other people's opinions. They super self-centered. Oh man! It said this makes others feel unmotivated and less in front of them. Yeah. Like I've been in situations where I've been around people that like it's constantly about me.
Yeah.
Always talking about them. Like even if you try to like engage in the conversation or you try to like put your little 2 cents in it, like they cut you off. Like and it's not about you right now. It's not about you. It's about me. Like so, I didn't ask you for your 2 cents. Like people like literally be like doing that.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I just remember going on a date, with a guy like that years ago.
Really?
Years ago. And he was an Aries. And when I tell you, I mean, he was, real well-to-do.
Well-to-do.
You know what I mean? Type of guy, had his stuff together. But that was all he talked about.
Was him.
And I remember thinking, like, he ain't asked me not one question.
Not one question. I'm cracking up. I'm crying.
This whole day, it was like, I have this, I got this going on. I went here. I was and I got this coming up. And I was just like, I remember, but I was tearing my food up.
You was, and just listening. Now keep talking. Like, go ahead. Keep talking.
But it's like at first, I'm thinking like, all right, I'm gonna, he gonna talk, and I'm gonna get a chance to. It was like. No, he just kept on just on.
Child.
So yeah, that was our only date.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's hard to be like have a 2-sided conversation with somebody that's only talking about them and what's important to them. If I'm like, okay, so this is not a dialogue right now.
It's like for him, like what he had going on, that's like where it held all the volume. Yeah. So it's like,
I know I personally try to be mindful. Like if I'm having a conversation or if I'm in a group of people and we're having a conversation, like if I find myself talking and I was like, I'm the only one talking, I'm like, ooh, I'll like pull back. Okay, this might have a chance to talk. And like, and I try to like even like talk to Charlie about that. Like if we're having a conversation and like the other person is like speaking and then, sometimes Charlie has those big expressive he's very enthusiastic about a lot of stuff. So sometimes he'll be like, oh yeah, and I'll be like I'll be like I'll be doing this or like and he'll look like, why are you grabbing me? I'm like, because the other person was speaking and you just kind of intercept. They were not done. You did not give a chance to finish. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to have your big opinions and, you want to intercept the conversation, but at least pause and let them finish, I gotta do that a lot.
It be like, hard sometimes. Somebody, especially like, if they be long-winded.
Yes.
And you got something you want to say something all the way back there. You know what I mean? But you're trying to let them finish. Right. And without forgetting what you want to say, you know what I mean, too, Right. But, yeah, you know what I mean? It's like if somebody, like they in a monologue, you know what I mean? You gotta jump in.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. I've only had like one recent experience about that. Like we were having a meeting, and it was like everybody in the meeting. It must have been about like these 5 or 6 of us in this meeting, and everybody got to like put their 2 cents in. Everybody's talking, and I'm sitting there. I was like, excuse me. I was like, everybody has got the chance to talk in this room. Can I have my turn now? Like, I just had that moment. Like, I'm like, y'all talking. I was like, I'm part of this meeting too. Like, I just got like a moment of frustration at the moment. And then I had to go to my supervisor, but like, I hope I didn't come off hostile. I was like, but for me, it was frustrating because there was a lot of things that I really needed to put my 2 cents into, and I was not getting that opportunity, and I had to interject.
I love that you did that. I did instead of just sitting quiet.
I did. I was like, I was getting frustrated, and she's like, yeah. She said, I could sense your body language that you were not feeling a lot of things that were being said. I'm like, I was not. I was like, y'all, I'm like, why am I in this meeting if I can't put my 2 cents in here? Right. That was exactly how I was feeling. But we have talked about a lot of different things that you should avoid. Some that I agree with, some that like, it's gonna be like a slow wean off. Like I listen, I know. I know where I'm at. I know where I'm at with a lot of things. Sugar. You know what I mean? The sugar, I think I've done a lot better. I have done a lot better with the sugar. Like I don't crave it. I don't desire it. So
you do like sugar alternatives. I mean, not sugar alternative. I mean like honey.
Yes, I do like honey. Yes, I do like honey.
And that's so when I think of sugar, and it just like sweetener and stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's like that natural sugar can be. I don't know.
Yeah. They said don't do like the artificial stuff. Artificial, like natural stuff.
I don't use white sugar. I avoid white sugar.
Yeah, use raw brown sugar.
Yeah. So like the cane.
The cane sugar, yes.
The agave. You know what I mean? Because I be liking a little sweetness in my tea. Yeah.
Although my tea right now has nothing sweet in it. Yeah. But I'm okay. I'm okay. Yep. But I know we talked about a lot of different stuff today. Things that you should avoid according to the experts. Like I said, some things, I can rock with. Some things it's like, okay, I'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little take my time.
Yeah. But we hope that we have brought you guys a little information that you can walk away with. It's always fun getting together on Sundays and collaborating.
Yes.
And we appreciate you for being here. You could be doing anything on this Sunday afternoon, and you are here in our live. Yeah. And we totally appreciate you.
And join us at TB's Live.
Yes. And we hope that you will join us next Sunday. Because like I always say, you never know what we're going to talk about.
That's right.
Each week is something new. A different topic, So, yeah. Every Sunday, 3:00 Eastern Time. Yes. We're here bringing our sister talk live with you guys. Yes. So, as always,
and Janae,
yes, TB Expressions. Yes. And I always say that if you have not done anything for yourself today, please do something for you. Yeah. Please do something for you. And
do something for us. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff.
Yeah. This is my sister from Artistic Healing Expression. Yes, and we hope to see you next time.
Yes.
Everybody have a great rest of the day and a great week.
Yes.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.
Much love.
Yes. Take care.
Peace.